what Jesus did for us. A long time ago, God created the world. He also created Adam and Eve. God loved Adam and Eve so much, and they were good friends with him. God gave Adam and Eve a beautiful place to live called the Garden of Eden. God told Adam and Eve they could eat fruit off of any of the trees except one. But Satan, disguised as a serpent, told Adam and Eve they could be just as smart and wise as God if they ate the fruit of that tree. So they did. Because Adam and Eve disobeyed God, they were separated from God, and they couldn't be friends with him now. But even then, God still had an answer. Many years later, a baby boy was born. His name was Jesus. Jesus grew bigger and bigger and bigger until he became a grown man. On Palm Sunday, Jesus rode a donkey into Jerusalem, and the crowds cheered. Later that week, Jesus washed the feet of his special friends, the disciples. He also ate with his disciples at his Last Supper with them. There were people in Jerusalem that thought Jesus was a bad guy, and they put a crown of thorns on his head. Jesus was forced to carry a cross, was hung on it, and died for the sins of the whole world. Jesus' body was taken down from the cross and laid in a tomb. 3 days later, Jesus' friends went to the tomb. But the stone was rolled away, and his body was not there. Jesus had risen from the dead on Easter Sunday, just like he said he would. By taking the punishment for Adam and Eve's sin and for dying on the cross, Jesus became a bridge for Adam and Eve to find their way back to God. Because of what Jesus did, Adam and Eve could be friends with God again. And we can be friends with God too.